Good day and welcome to the Friday edition of the Sport Wrap Show. I am Ashwin Berry with the very latest sports news in and beyond Namibian borders. So let's get straight into the hit list. Now, the popular Rössing Uranium Marathon this coming Saturday from the coastal town of Swakopmund has attracted double the usual amount of entries in the respective categories. More than 2,000 avid runners entered the competition as amateurs or elite athletes that offer the marathon, the Frank Slabert Half Marathon, the 10-kilometer run, and a 5K fun walk. This is the 33rd year that the Rössing Marathon will be hosted. The marathon remains Rössing Uranium's flagship sports event and the biggest on the Irongo region sporting calendar in partnership with Swakop Striders Running Club. Rössing Uranium's manager of corporate communication, Daylight Ekanjo, highlighted that this year's edition is a testament to the inevitable growth of the Rössing Marathon, and it features elite and amateur runners from across the country. Now, the Namibia Volleyball Federation has announced the commemoration of the 40th anniversary of the esteemed DOC tournament, a pivotal milestone in the annals of sport. The event is scheduled to be held at the MTC Dome in Swakopmund from 30 to 31 March. Named in tribute to Dr. Jürgen Muntz, a distinguished dentist and trailblazer in Namibian volleyball during the early 70s and 80s, the tournament has garnered significance as a historical cornerstone. The NVF expresses gratitude to Bank Windhoek, the principal sponsor for the past 9 years, and various sponsors such as SWAC and Foods, Venus Enterprises, Solar Age, John Sava, OTB Sports, Calvary Technologies, and Namibian Marshall Ranger, Light System Namibia, and the MTC Dome, among others, for enduring support over the years. Now, in the realm where intellect meets strategy, where every move holds the weight of countless possibilities, good or bad, a grand spectacle is set to unfold. The Bank Windhoek 2024 Namibia National Junior Open Chess Championships. The competition held at Windhoek Gymnasium this weekend will be a Swiss system tournament played over 7 rounds. It will include the girls and open sections of under 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20 on Saturday. The school's teams will play on Sunday in the primary, secondary, and academy categories. As pieces come to life and boards ignite in fervor, seasoned masters and rising prodigies from across the country will test their mettle and stake their claim for the much-needed FIDE rating points. The top 8 players from the championships will advance to Swakopmund for the grand finale, the closed junior championships scheduled from 28 to 31 March, with the cream of the crop will be crowned champion. We're going to take a very short break before we return and see what is in the pipeline. Now, the NTA Junior Tournament will take place today and Saturday at the Central Tennis Club Sport Club Windhoek and Nampo Courts in Olympia, Windhoek, where young players will have the chance to compete against each other as well as hone their skills. The tournament is open to both boys and girls from the underage 10 and all the way up to under 16 and the combined under 25 bracket. It will feature both the singles format where players compete individually against one another in exciting matchups, as well as the doubles format, which requires teamwork and coordination of any doubles pairing. Now, due to the size of the tournament, the under 16s and under 25s will compete at the Central Tennis Club, while the under 10s, under 12s, and under 14s will play at the Sports Club Windhoek and Nampo. Now, national trials for rhythmic gymnastics ahead of the African Championships will be hosted by the Namibian Gymnastics Federation tomorrow at Windhoek Rhythmic Club's Blue Hall in Vicar Drive next to Sport Club Windhoek. Women and girls, divided into senior as well as junior groups, are set to compete in these trials with grace and vigor for a qualifying spot on the national rhythmic gymnastics team. If they manage to qualify for the team, they will represent Namibia in Rwanda during April at the All-African Championships. This weekend thus presents an excellent opportunity for the junior gymnasts to cultivate their skills and experience competitive gymnastics at an international level. For the senior gymnasts, the All-African Championships offer a chance to qualify for the Paris Olympics in 2024. Britt Bell of the NGF said they are over the moon to have the opportunity to compete in continental championships again after not participating for about 3 years. We're going to take a quick break before we continue with the pipeline.
From the day you were born and welcomed until your pensioner years on this earth, your life is filled with changes and phases. What mattered the most at age 10 may be an unknown memory at 25. The heartbreak at 16 may be replaced with wedding bells at 27. The degree you've always wanted or starting your career business may come true at age 30. And the dream to own your own home may come to realization at age 50. Whatever stage you find yourself in, whatever matters right now, Standard Bank has what you need to bank like you. Choose your own path. Choose endless possibilities. Standard Bank, it can be.
Now, the Deberi Namibia Premiership resumes this weekend as some top clashes are expected to unfold. As of today, Mighty Gunners FC will be facing a determined Onkos FC in a clash at the Independence Stadium tonight, while UNAM FC will entertain Orlando Pirates on Saturday. African Stars will be playing Julinho Sporting in Okahanja in another fixture which is expected to produce thrills and spills. Sunday will see league title aspirants Commerce Nampo FC taking on struggling Blue Waters FC. Enjoy some of last weekend's highlights.
Congratulations on the victory. I can see all smiles from the coach here. Must be impressed with the boys today.
Yes, for sure. Yes, this was the most important game, which we needed. What the boys did. The boys are always coming to the party. They are working extra hard, and I cannot leave out the technical team. We are working very, very hard. And above that, the management, supporting from the sports director, the chairman, is just amazing.
Yes, coach. There must be. We have seen some energy from these boys today. Is this something you have been working on the training ground?
Yes, we had a lot of tactical training so that we can handle Nampo. We observed how they played. And apart from that, the energy is coming from the boys each and every game that they are playing, because they know the mission and the vision that the team is having. It needs their energy, and that is what they are giving out.
Yes, coach. An important victory for you. Is it time to think about the title or something in that nature?
Yeah, the title, what we are working on is only that we are taking each game the way it comes. And then the boys have got emotion where they are saying they win the games and then points goes to the management at the end of the season. Then they look at the log standing. So what we are going for is as much as possible each and every game we need to collect as much maximum points as possible.
Thank you so much, coach.
Thank you.
A very disappointing defeat, that is to Onkos FC. What did you make of this game?
What a game. If you didn't play football for 2 weeks and come back, this is what is happening. These 2 weeks layoff could have an impact on us, but it's okay. We are still in the target that we have set for ourselves. We will rectify. We have a game Sunday. We will go back to the drawing board, see what we can do, and come back stronger. This is not the end of the road. Onkos were better. They were fast on the ball. They win every second ball. So my players were not there today. Totally we were off. And we could have lost this game by a higher margin.
Yes, coach. one of the things that we see lacking there was the chances being created, especially coming through the midfield up front. What was the missing link there?
We created a number of chances, but our strikers, they didn't take chances. But that's football. Not every chance that you got, you will score. But we will go back. We will not blame them. So far, they have been good. They have been marvelous. These boys have been running their socks off. Our first season, so we are still intact. We are still intact.
Thank you so much, Coach.
My pleasure.
All right, now Peter Kotze and Philippus Shikongo have both lauded the MTC Nesta Sunshine Boxing Promotions for giving them an opportunity to square off in the ring on 27 April at the Stables Boxing Bonanza, which will be headlined by WBO Africa champion Energy Ngitumbwa. The fight will be in honor of the late President Dr. Hageji Gengoba. We have more footage from yesterday's press conference.
It's really a privilege to fight under this card, especially for Energy. I hope to see a knockout first round, and thank you Nestor for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Nobody must be left out. That's the meaning of which language we speak. People will less they understand.
Yeah. Vengo Vito, quando me ne può yeah, I'm sure I'm trying my best and get it right now. Yeah. Now, should be done the fight I'm fight out. It's a big fight for me. Thank you so much. Sure.
Yeah, so these young kids, they are very excited. That's what they say. Fight under this card. Yeah, so we give everyone the opportunity. Otherwise, we don't do this. There's no tomorrow Energy. There's no tomorrow 8-man. See, Rössing or Sambuda, Einstein. So this is the kid who's gonna take over there. So now let's talk to the big man, Chef Energy. This is your opportunity to fight. You are a double African champion. You were former WBO global champion. And got another opportunity to fight for the double. The 23rd March. Due to the passing on of the last president, Dr. Gengo, we postpone it, just have enough time to go and to celebrate his legacy. With the MTC Sunshine Boxing Fitness Academy, we decide to continue with celebration of his legacy with this fight. That's why we're going to tribute this fight to the late Dr. Gengo. So it's first to celebrate his legacy because he was a man of sport. He was a man of I can say, was our #1 support boxing. I say that because in different ways. Because when I was boxing myself in Henry Simon in Joburg, we are not the South African. When you stay in a foreign country, there's a lot of challenges. But Dr. Hage Gengo, he came in and he was always assisting us. Financial wise, advice, and so on. Of course, Eddie Simon, when he was preparing for his world title, he was successful because of Dr. Hage, because he used to support and give us something for the accommodation, meal, hydration, vitamin boost, and so on. It's not easy to prepare for such a fight and you don't have financial support. So he was actually our sponsor, private. Nobody knew about these things. So now we postpone this fight to the 27th April. We're going to also have a new opponent for Energy, who's going to be the main bout. It will be the one from China, who's the WBA Asian champion. He's rated #1 in China. China is talk about 1.4 billion people there. So we're fighting a #1 there. So Energy is a WBO Africa champion, meaning there's 2 champions facing each other. It's a attractive fight, tough fight for all of them. But the winner will get a good rating. That's what we need, because boxing is about championship. It's about the world title. To get to the world title, to get a better rating, you don't just get get from the street and you become rated in the world. No. There's a lot of investment done before that. That's why we have to thank our main sponsor, MTC, and of course, co-sponsor PSD Bet for their investment. For sure, other corporate, government, use the fence, So that's why all these guys get here. It's why I need to get them to get the opportunity like that. Because that opportunity, you don't just get that, you have to work and go through this process. Of course, that's also motivation for the other kids to work hard, to get a better rating and fight better fights. So of course, our aim, energy, is to fight for the world title. And to fight for the world title, that's what I say, you have to win such fight and get a better rating. When you're in Africa, even you qualify to fight for the world title when you're in top 15. But when you're in Africa, where there's no resources, there's no TV right, it's difficult to get that opportunity. You have to push up to number 1 so you can get mandatory. So we are pushing for mandatory right now. This is the fight. We have to win and get a better rating. And of course, it's also motivating other guys, because those other world-rated boxers are stable. John Cornelius is there, Charles Lima, Nata, the Beast is there, the other guys, Mavila. So all those guys, they got the opportunity to fight for the world title. You have to keep them busy, keep them active. So, like I said, we gave this fight to our late president, Honorable Dr. Harry Gaito. He was a unifier also. It's why you see Namibia is a rainbow nation. That's why we see about some strange faces here. With Peter Kotze there, and got Philippos Shikongo here. They also want to cut up the event. The amateurs, but we don't have someone on that level, professional. That's why we're going to use the amateurs just to celebrate the life of our president, to see all of the whole nation united, to celebrate his legacy. So it's going to be a attractive fight. And also you see, he said nobody must be left out. We also want to have women boxing on that night. So nobody must be left out. So we have to celebrate his legacy in full. So Capital 27, we're going to have a card full of entertainment. Boxing will be boxing day, will be boxing night. We're going to celebrate Dr. Ahmed because of the boxing. We want to show.
Your life could change at any second, but you'll never know until you take the chance. With sports betting, number games, and online casino gambling, JSB is your best bet. Will you be Namibia's next instant millionaire? Place your bets easily online at jsbsports.bet or at any JSB location nationwide. We'll take you to the action anywhere, anytime. JSB, where the next instant millionaires come to play. Strictly no under 18s. JSB supports responsible gambling. Winners know when to stop.
All right, that's been my time on Sport Rap. Remember, it's not just the Sport Rap page on Facebook now. Check out Sport Rap in under 60 seconds to make sure that you can get those constant media sporting updates. And remember, we are at NAPSO covering the athletics in Swakopmund over the weekend. Make sure you catch them on NTV, DSTV 285, CoreTV25, 1up2.com, as well as the MyZone page. And now I shall actually leave you in the capable hands of one Ari Hochad as we go globetrotting.
Good day, everyone. Time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first. It is the BNP Paribas Open that's taking place at the moment, also called the Indian Wells. So top players in the men's and women's tennis playing there in California. On the men's side of the draw, it is Sam Wawrinka, former world number 10 or top 10 player. He lost to Thomas Muskas by 7-6, 4-6 and 6-2. And the top seeds in the tournament playing there, number 3 seed is Yannick Sinner on the men's side. Carlos Alcaraz, also the number 2 seed. Number 1 seed is Novak Djokovic, and in the round of 64, he will play his first game against Alexander Fukic. On the women's side, the WTA side of the draw, it is Sloane Stephens of the USA that beat Maya Sharif of Egypt by 7-5 and 6-3. That was in the round of 128. And it is also Diane Perry of France. She beat Martina Travisa of Italy 7-5 and 6-3. Then also a high-profile player, former major winner, that is Naomi Osaka of Japan. She's unseeded at the moment, still coming back from injury, and she beat Sara Errani of Italy by 6-3 and 6-1. Iga Swiatek is the number 1 seed in the women's draw. On to cricket news, 2 test matches that started. Firstly, it is England that play against India. That is in Dharamsala. That is the 5th test. It is India that lead the 5-test series by 3-1. Not a good day for England. They batted first after winning the toss, 218 all out in their first innings. And it is India late on the second day. They were 439 for the loss of 8. So already leading by 221 runs. Then it's also New Zealand that's hosting Australia, and they're playing the second test. The first test Australia won in Wellington, and the second test in Christchurch. Lots of wickets falling, 14 wickets on day 1. New Zealand first innings 162 all out, and then Australia replying 124 for the loss of 4 wickets for a lead of 38 runs. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is soccer news. It is Europa League soccer, and it was Liverpool that travelled to Sparta Prague, and they beat Sparta Prague by 5-1. Great performance by Liverpool, and it was in the round of 16 first leg game. It was Darwin Nunes that was on form, and he scored 2 goals. And also good news for Liverpool was that Mo Salah, their striker, he played in the game. He was injured, and he's back in action again. And that is also good news leading up to Sunday's big game in the English Premier League when Liverpool host Manchester City. It's a top of the table game at the moment. Liverpool lead just by 1 point on the English Premier League. They've got 63 points, and Manchester City's got 62 points, so all to play for at Anfield on Sunday. Another result from the Europa League was that Roma beat Brighton by 4-0. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day and sport weekend, and we talk international sport again on Monday. Goodbye.